Evan was halfway through a cross-country road trip when exhaustion forced him off the interstate. The rain was coming down in sheets, and the GPS showed the next real town was nearly 50 miles away. He spotted a faded neon sign glowing through the downpour. Rest Easy Motel. Vacancy. It looked like it hadn't been renovated since the 1970s. Peeling paint, flickering lights, a lobby that smelled faintly of mildew. But Evan was too tired to be picky. The clerk barely looked up from his newspaper as he slid the key across the counter. "Room 6, he said flatly, his tone making it clear small talk wasn't welcome. Inside, the room was just as run down. The wallpaper curled at the seams, the carpet was stiff with age, and the bed sagged in the middle. But what stood out most was the TV, an old box set with dials instead of buttons, perched on a wheeled stand in the corner. It didn't even look like it could still work. Evan dropped his bag, showered quickly, and collapsed onto the bed. The rain hammered against the window, drowning out the silence. Just as he began to drift, the TV clicked on. The screen glowed gray with static. Evan groaned, thinking maybe the storm caused interference. But when he reached for the remote, he realized there wasn't one. He stood, fiddled with the dials, and turned it off. 5 minutes later, it clicked back on. This time, no static. The image was grainy, black and white, but recognizable, the room he was standing in. Same sagging bedspread, same peeling wallpaper. Only the angle was from the corner of the ceiling, like a surveillance camera feed. Evan froze. He glanced at the ceiling. Nothing. No cameras. His heart raced as he turned the dial, flipping through channels. Every channel showed the same thing. Room 6, his room, but from slightly different angles. Then he saw it. On one channel, the feed showed him sitting on the bed, exactly as he was now. Except in the TV, there was someone else in the room. A tall figure, blurred and shadowy, standing in the far corner behind him. Evan spun around. Nothing. He forced a laugh, chalking it up to a glitch. Maybe some weird pre-recorded feed. He yanked the plug out of the wall. The screen went dark. Relieved, he sat back down. But before his body touched the mattress, the TV powered on again. This time, the figure was closer, its head tilted unnaturally to the side, as though studying him. The feed flickered, and for a moment the shadow looked right at the camera. No, at him. The air grew heavy, pressing against Evan's chest. He grabbed his bag, deciding to leave, storm or not. But when he tried the door, the knob wouldn't turn. He pulled harder. Locked. He swore he hadn't touched the lock. Behind him, the TV crackled. The feed showed the door. In the screen, it was open. Evan's breath came in short, panicked gasps. "This isn't real," he muttered. But his shaking hands betrayed him. He stepped toward the door anyway. When he turned back to glance at the TV, the shadow figure was standing directly behind his reflection. He spun, ready to confront it. Empty. The storm outside raged louder. Like the motel was being swallowed whole. Lights flickered. The TV image distorted, then cleared. Now it showed Evan himself, but lying on the bed, completely still. His throat streaked with something dark. He staggered back. "No, that's not me." But when he lifted his hand to his neck, his fingertips came away, damp, warm, sticky. The screen flickered again, showing the empty room as though he were gone. The shadow was the only thing that remained, slowly walking toward the camera, until its face filled the screen, a blank void where eyes and a mouth should be. The TV clicked off. When the clerk came by the next morning to collect the key, room 6 was empty. The bed was neatly made, no belongings inside. But the old TV sat in the corner, humming softly. The screen glowed gray with static. If you looked long enough, you could swear you saw someone's reflection trapped inside, pounding against the glass, mouth open in a silent scream.